going on, fam? All right, today we're going to talk about Myleadsystempro review, and I'm going to give you my top 5 pros and cons of using Myleadsystempro in 2021. That's right, because we're ready for the new year. All right, now here's why you're here. You probably heard of Myleadsystempro. Hopefully you've heard about it from me, but you probably heard about it and you're really trying to figure out, with all the marketing training platforms out there, you're trying to figure out if Myleadsystempro is something that you should be using to grow your business, right? So you want to kind of, like weigh your options, right? To see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I get it. I do the same thing. I weigh stuff out all the time, right? So in this video, I'm going to lay it all out for you, right? What I did was I wrote down, I really thought about it, some of the pros and the cons of using Myleadsystempro, because yes, everybody always talks about the positives about something because, everybody wants you to join their thing. We get it. You know what I mean? We're affiliates, right? But at some point, guys, you just got to be real. At some point, you just have to give both sides, so that way it's not about convincing you guys to be a part of Myleadsystempro. It's about you, analyzing the information, the pros and the cons, right? And then you make the decision and you see for yourself that something is either going to be worth your time or not worth your time. So that's our whole goal today. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to see for yourself if using Myleadsystempro is going to be the right move to grow your business online or not. All right. And you definitely want to stick around to the end because you already know I love giving out bonuses. All right. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I am Coach D, aka D Card Lady. All right. And basically what I do is I help other online marketers, online entrepreneurs just like yourself, whether you're just beginning or been doing it for a minute and, still trying to figure some things out. I help you guys by bringing you the tips, the tricks, the tools, right? As I take my journey and I've had the ups and the downs, I bring it to you guys so that way you can have a little bit easier road and have a lot more clarity. And I do that by focusing on what I like to call the 3 M's of entrepreneurship. We're talking about the mindset, marketing, and multiple streams of income. All right. Now today, the one that we're focusing on is the marketing side of things. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Now, first of all, you're probably wondering, like I said, you've probably been checking Myleadsystempro out and have seen, other videos and all that good stuff. People talk about it, right? But at the end of the day, you want to know, why should you listen to whoever it is you listen to? So let's get to it. Why should you listen to me when I'm giving you, the pros and the cons of using Myleadsystempro? Well, I actually use the system, okay? Yeah, a lot of people, sometimes people will promote stuff just because they want you to sign up, and we get it, but they don't actually use the system. Let me show you something. Let me go ahead and go over here to the back office of Myleadsystempro, okay? And what I want you to see, that I am, an avid member. I'm a premium member here, which is the highest that you could go, all right? But not only that, let me show you this right here, okay? Let me move this up a little bit and go over here to the leaderboards, okay? And over here on the leaderboards, you can see that we have what's called active points. All right, that means we have active users, right? There's people who, we actually showed the program to and they're using it and we've been able to retain them because the program just works, right? But over here on the leaderboard for total MLSP active points, you'll see that I'm here. My name is Helena Humphreys, right? That's my real name, Helena Humphreys, right? Right here, number 10 on all time, and this is up to date. This is as of today, right? Like, you know what I mean? This is not no fluff, right? So we can refresh that and you can see that I'm right here number 10. So I actively use this, right? In the last 90 days, I'm right here number 9, right? And I'm up here with some well-known names, right? Up here with people like Diane Hockman, Ray Higdon, which you probably, especially if you're in network marketing or any type of online marketing, you probably definitely know these people. Michelle and Bill Pascalito, right? So I'm up here with some big names who've been around the industry for some years, and I'm right there hanging in there, baby. Not just hanging in there. I mean, I'm a number 10 out of everybody. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you should listen to me when I'm saying that, all right? And when it comes to MLSP points all time, and don't worry about what the points mean. We'll get into that in another video when we're talking about compensation plan. But what I wanted to make sure that you understood is that I'm actively using this system. So I'm actively seeing the pros and the cons. So I know what I'm talking about, right? So when I'm bringing it to you, I'm bringing it to you from an authentic standpoint. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is I'll start out by listing the pros, okay? And like I said, I'm giving you my top 5, okay? So I'll give you my top 5 pros. Now, yes, there are a lot more pros that I could have, put down for why you should, utilize a MyLeadsystempro, but I want to stop at 5 so that it won't be like a crazy long list. And then we'll get into the cons, because yes, there are some cons too. And so we're going to talk about both of them, all right? And some of them going to be side by side. Now, the first one, and let me bring myself back over here, all right? The first one we're going to talk about is a pro. This one is, I call this a pro. This is a benefit, right? One that we actually have a lot of trainings, right? When you get the MyLeadsystempro marketing platform, there's a lot of trainings that are already recorded for us in our back office. Let me show you what I'm talking about so that way you get an idea. We're going to go up here and we're going to go to my training library. Now, I'm on the premium level, right? As you see, I'm a premium member. They don't get no higher than that, baby, right? I'm on the premium level, right? So I do that because I want to take advantage of all the trainings, which anything that you do, you want to be at the top. Just saying, for real, right? So if you already feeling that and you like, D, I definitely want to be at the top, first link in the description, go ahead and get to the top with me, okay? But anyhow, so these are the trainings that we have back here. We have tons of trainings, okay? Tons of trainings. All right, back here. So we can learn anything from, and all of these are actual courses, right? It's not like one video, right? All of these are actual courses. Like I click that and you'll see there's actual courses. So it's videos inside of each and every course. All right. And so what happens is we come back here, there's a lot of things that we can learn. We can learn, Facebook, which is very popular. We learn about getting leads, right? They're huge on getting leads, right? But what else though? We learn to have a daily method of operation that we actually are given to start out with. We can learn about recruiting, whether it's strangers, if you're into that thing, or whatever, or turning strangers into your raving fans quickly, right? We learned about using autoresponders. But also too, there's other things that we learn about as well, other than Facebook. Like if, it's like this, it's like, it doesn't really matter what platform that you want to do. The principles are going to be the same, but we do learn about other platforms as well. All right. So let's say you're like, you know what? I want to learn about creating, an ebook, because you're at that stage where you want to start branding yourself even more. We learn about that. We have training back here on Facebook paid ads, right? So when you get to the phase 3, when you're ready to go ahead and start ramping it up with some paid traffic, we have, training back here dealing with Facebook paid ads as well, dealing with retargeting for it. We have training on Instagram, training for Pinterest, Snapchat, Twitter, right? Video marketing and YouTube marketing. So we have a lot of training, even blogging if that's your thing, right? So my point is that there's a lot to choose from back here, so you don't have to feel like you're stuck in a box like, oh my goodness, I'm only going to learn one thing, and what if I don't like that one thing, right? There's a lot for us to choose from. Now, that is a pro. Now, I'm doing a side-by-side comparison, all right, because while that is a pro, meaning that's a good thing because, you're not, put into a box. You can kind of choose what you want to do, but there is a con to that too, okay? And, hey, we here to spill it, baby. We're here to give you the real, right? Now, what do you think the con to that is? Here it is, all right? A lot of times, especially like when you're just beginning, you're just kind of starting something, when something has a lot of training, like this has like tons and tons, like I said, each one of these courses is like literally, training inside, so it's like when you have that many trainings, what can happen sometimes is you can get overwhelmed because there's so many trainings. Okay, and that's just being honest. So you can be like, man, there's so much to do. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I should do. Snapchat, Pinterest, right? So that can be a con. Now, well, if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. Okay, what I like to do is whenever I think of something, and it's like, well, that's not so good. That's a con. Then I like to think of it like not in a sense of it being a negative, but in a sense of, okay, how can we turn that negative around? Meaning, think about a solution. Okay, so there is a solution for that. Okay, and the solution is actually already built in to MyLeadsystempro. All right, and let me show you. The solution is you follow the start here. All right, because they have a start here, right? And they actually show you how to go step by step, getting set up and start getting leads. Like around like step 7, you start getting leads. So you can literally start getting leads, for your business in a matter of like, 2 days. Like it can happen in a matter of 24 hours, but I'm using my own experience. It took me 48 hours and I started getting leads using exactly what they said to do. So the point of the matter is, don't try to consume everything so fast, right? Just take it in stages, take it in steps, right? And go bit by bit. That's how you avoid getting bombarded by the fact that it's so much training, right? Don't try and consume everything. Like if like, think of this as like being a meal, right? Or like a buffet. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I said something there. Think of this like being a buffet, right? Think about this like being a buffet. Don't try and eat the whole buffet. Like, calm down. You know what I mean? Just go in stages and take it as you need it, right? Start at the start here tab, right? Take it bit by bit and then infuse the rest of the training as you need it. Because I'll tell you right now, I have not watched all this training back here. I have not put a dent in this training back here and I have results, right? Why? Because I follow what it said to do in the getting started and I take it bit by bit. So it's like this. Check this out. So if I decide that I need to, let's say if I need to brush up on my skills, right, of posting, like on Facebook, right? Posting like with curiosity posts and everything like that, right? So then I would come over here to this training and then I would rock out with this training right here because it says posting for profits on social, right? So if I wanted to brush up on that, I would come here. Let's say if I wanted to get brush up on some more tips for, let's say, my YouTube, right? Which I actually have gone through this course more than once too, right? Let's say if I want to do that, then in that case, I would come over here to YouTube marketing and I would brush up on my training over here, right? And like I said, I have gone through this course multiple times. So my point is, the solution to that is not trying to bite off everything at once. It's here. You good. Okay. All right. So that's the solution to that. But I had to mention it because it is something that people, can go through if they didn't watch this video, they can go through it. All right. So now let's talk about the next one. Okay. What is the next pro? All right. Number 2. The next pro that I see with Myleadsystempro is that we actually have daily training, Monday through Friday, daily training. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Like, how is that a benefit? Okay. Because not everybody sees the benefit right offhand, right? Well, the benefit is that means I'm always going to be able to get help. Like right here, you see our schedule right here. It says like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? We have a schedule. So that means they're going to show up for a new member orientation. So every Monday, if you're a new member, go ahead, go to new member orientation. So that way you know where everything is, right? So that way you know how to get started and everything, right? Just in case you missed it at the get starting tab, right? You any questions you have, boom, go. Whether you're new or not, but definitely if you're new, go, right? Tuesday, they talk about, marketing and funnels. Like if you're ready to create funnels, because they do have a funnel maker already built in, so you don't have to pay extra, right? You want to learn about that? Go there, right? But guess what? Check me out. If I don't want to learn about that, if I'm not ready to learn about the funnels, I don't go to that one, right? But the point is, they have something every day, Monday through Friday. Wednesday, all right, we have a training on Wednesday. Thursday, we have training social media prospecting and networking. Friday, we have happy hour live interaction, Q&A, and demos, which means you bring all your questions. So every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's a training, right, that you can show up to and get answers. That means you're not waiting, once a month or whatever, however long you have to wait with the stuff that you got going on, right? You're not waiting to get like some for real help, all right? Every single day, all right? Monday through Friday. Now, while that's a benefit, because it's a lot of people out there, they be like, oh, I joined this opportunity, which Myleadsystempro is not an opportunity, okay? But hear me. They were like, I joined this opportunity and I'm not getting any leads and I don't know how to get leads, right? You know what I mean? We all been there. We don't dried our eyes, right? But, when you have something like this in your arsenal, it doesn't matter what else you're promoting, right? If you need help with promoting it, right? You don't have to worry about, well, your sponsor left you type deal, because now you have Myleadsystempro. Myleadsystempro is going to pick up the slack from whatever business opportunity you done join or product you out there selling. You don't know how to actually get the leads and sales. They're picking up the slack. Now, what is the downside to this? Okay, because like I said, we're keeping it real, right? Put down in the comments and say, D, keep it real. Okay, put down in the comments and say, D, keep it real, because we're keeping it real. Now, the downside to the fact that we have and these are live, by the way. The downside to the fact that we have these live trainings every day is that some people don't realize, okay? Some people don't realize that you don't have to show up to each one. So what that means is some people can get overwhelmed because they're literally trying to show up Monday at 8 p.m., Tuesday at 4 p.m., Wednesday at 8 p.m., Thursday at 6 p.m., Friday at 6 p.m., right? They're trying to show up to everything. So that's a downside because people can get overwhelmed thinking, you know, because they literally see the schedule and they literally will be trying to show up to everything. All right. Now, what is the solution? Because remember, I said we're problem solvers, right? We get paid to solve problems. This is what we do, right? So I'm a problem solver, baby. All right. And if you're a problem solver, put down in the comments, say problem solver. Okay. Problem solver. All right. So what is the solution? The solution is very simple, and it's similar to the solution I gave previously. The solution is very simple. Here's the solution. On Monday, right, when you're new, when you just sign up for Myleadsystempro, like right now, you're gonna click that link down below, the first link in the description, and you're gonna go ahead and get on board with Myleadsystempro. That's what you're gonna do, right? Then the first thing that you're gonna do, as far as the weekly schedule, is you're gonna show up to the Monday new member orientation. So that way, boom, you have any questions, as you just get started, you're going to go ahead, show up, see the lay of the land and all that good stuff, right? You're going to go to that one, okay? Now, what else are you going to do? How many times are you going to go to this one? After you go to it the first time, you're only going to go back if you need a refresher. That's it. If you need a refresher, then you'll go back, okay? I've been to the new member orientation only twice. Since I've been in Myleadsystempro, I only needed to go twice, right? I went the first time and then I needed a refresher, right? Only twice. And I've been with Myleadsystempro. I've been using it for over a year now, okay? Is it been a year? Almost a year. Like, I think Thanksgiving will be a year. But anyway, the point of the matter is, okay, then Tuesday, right? Marketing and mastery and funnels, right? Now, here's the deal. Do you show up to that one? If you're at the stage where you're ready to learn how to use the funnelizer, which is inside of Myleadsystempro, it's their built-in funnel system, so you don't have to worry about buying ClickFunnels or anything else, right? If you're at that stage, you want to learn to make funnels, then you show up. But as you're just starting, you ain't there yet. Chill out, right? Like, I literally didn't build my first funnel using funnelizer. It's super easy, but I literally didn't start doing that until I had actually been with Myleadsystempro probably about maybe 5 or 6 months before I even worried about trying to create the first funnel, right? So my point is, if it doesn't pertain to you, don't go to that one. If you have questions, then go, because they're still going to answer questions for you on anything. But if you don't have questions that day and you're not looking to learn to create funnels, then don't go to that one. Excuse me. Wednesday. All right, now Wednesday, I definitely would recommend you go as many times as you possibly can. All right, because it's always something new on Wednesday. Dealing with marketing is very inspirational, and they help you sell stuff. So you want to make money, you need to go. Okay, so I would say Wednesday. All right, now Thursday, once again, okay, this is on social media prospecting, right? So on Thursday, what does that mean? If you need some more tips or some more clarity, right? If you need some more clarity on it or have some questions, then you go, right? If not, if you're like, okay, I'm good to go for right now, I just need to start, I just need to continue to implement, then you don't go to that one. It's really that simple. Friday, happy hour, right? Live interaction Q&A, right? It's really hype on Friday, right? That's why it's called happy hour. Now, I don't know if they be drinking. I don't be drinking. But anyway, you know what I mean? And they do demos and everything, right? Now, check it out. If you don't have any questions at that time and you're moving along smoothly, you're understanding everything, right? And if you don't need like that extra boost of energy that just being around that crowd gives you, right? Then you don't have to go to that one, right? So in a grand scheme of things, right, how you avoid the overwhelm of the fact that we have training each day, how do you avoid that part right there? You go to the ones that you need to go to. Like I said, the new member orientation, one time, unless you need a refresher, and Wednesday as many times as you can because they help you sell stuff, right? But you talking about after you do your new member orientation, you're only talking about one a week unless you need a refresher or if you need to learn whatever they're talking about. If you're at that stage, if you're at that stage of learning whatever it is that they're talking about. See what I'm saying? See, that was an easy fix. You feel me? But I had to point it out because not everybody understands that. Like I said, when I first got started with Myleadsystempro, at first they weren't doing 5 days a week. They was doing like 2. I think it was 2 or 3. Then they went up to 5. And at first, when they went up to 5 days with Myleadsystempro, I was overwhelmed too, you know. So I had to figure out, like, okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, what do I need to do, right? And that's when I figured it out, and that's what I just gave to you, right? So now, when do I show up, right? Like I said, I've only been to the new member orientation twice because I didn't need a refresher, right? And then I show up to Wednesday, right? That's when I show up. Now, I did show up in the last like 2 months. I did show up to a Tuesday one, because there was something that I was trying to do in Funnelizer and I wasn't sure how to do it. So I showed up to the Tuesday session and it got me all cleared up. Boop, boop, boop. Right? But other than that, that's the one that I show up to, so I don't get overwhelmed by having to show up every week. All right? So we got that. Now, all right, what is the next pro? Okay? The next pro is the fact that the way Myleadsystempro is set up is really like a plug and play for beginners, for you to, you know, start getting leads, you know, that lead over into sales, and it can happen within like your first few days. And no, I'm not making an income claim. I'm literally telling you, like, honestly, I'm telling you what has happened for me and what has happened for other people, even beginners. Because how do I know? Because they'll post inside of our Facebook group, you know, and say how amazed they are that they started getting leads in like 24 to 48 hours, right? So that's how I know. All right, but this is what I'm talking about. I want to show you what I mean. Now, remember when I told you that we have the start here tab, right? So what happens is they show us how to start here as far as like getting everything set up, and it's like everything is in such a step-by-step order when you first get started. So there's things that you don't have to worry about. For instance, you know how typically when we first join something or buy something, we have to spend like literally like our first like 3 to 4 weeks is spent with setting things up like our funnel, setting things up like our autoresponder, putting emails in our autoresponder, creating videos to put on the funnels, you know, all of this stuff, you know, setting up our tracking system, right? Setting up all that stuff. Like, I literally have talked to people, seriously, I have talked to people who come to me like, hey, you know, Coach D, I'm struggling in my business, you know, and I'll jump on a call with them and see what they got going on. And the person who they joined in whatever business opportunity it was told them to get ClickFunnels, told them to get ClickMagick, told them to get Aweber, GetResponse. They told them to get all these things, which are nice, don't get me wrong, okay? But that person was still a beginner, man. Like, how you just gonna top on all those expenses, but not even about the expense because it's an investment in your business, but top on all that responsibility right off the bat. So what MLSP does is we actually have our funnels already created for us. So we don't have to start out creating funnels. They're already done for you, right? And let me just show you really quick, because I've shown this before, but I'll show you again. All right, over on my websites. All right, like we already have, you know, funnels created, done for us to allow us to be able to, you know, start collecting these leads, right? You know, as you can see, you know, I've used this one a lot. I've used this one a lot, right? So these things are already done for you, and I'll show you, you know, what they look like right here. So these pages are already done for you. When a person opts in, then they become your lead. Okay, so that stuff is already set up. What about the autoresponder part? Well, this is the really cool part, right? When you first get started, Myleadsystempro actually will, you know, do the follow-up. If you're using any one of these campaigns here, right, any one of these, you know, lead magnets here, they actually will follow up on your behalf, giving the people who opt in, who give you the name and email address, giving them more value and inviting them to come back and check out Myleadsystempro for their own business, right? So they really helping you sell too, but they're helping, you know, they're doing that follow-up for you. And full disclosure, guys, I literally still have them do my follow-up. When I use these campaigns here, I still have them do my follow-up, right? And like I said, and I'm, you know, almost a year in, and I still have them do my follow-up, right? Because it's effective, and it's one less thing that you have to worry about. So that's what I mean by things are done for you, right? The training that is inside of these lead magnets, because lead magnets is giving somebody something of value, right? The stuff that's already on these pages, like let me show you one of the let me show you this page right here. Let me show you the second page, like when a person opts in, so you can see what I'm talking about. When a person opts in, then they'll be able to go over to this training, right? Now, if I didn't have Myleadsystempro, right, I would have had to make this hour and 21-minute training myself. but it's already made for me to give to other people. That's what I mean by the stuff is already done for you. It's like plug and play, right? They even, check this out, they even, when you first get started, all right, one of our getting started steps, they even show you how to post these, because people are like, oh, I don't know what to post. You know, what do I say? I believe it's around step 5. Yeah, it's around step 5. They even show you how to post to get people interested in, you know, reaching out to you and connecting with you. They even show, like, literally, they show you copy and paste at the beginning, right, to get you started. So when I'm telling you that it's plug and play, it's plug and play, okay? And I haven't found a con for that. That was just a positive, all right? But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, all right? Now, what's another pro? We're just going to finish listening to pros, and then I do have, I think I have, like, I'm looking at my notes here. I do have one more con that I wanted to mention, okay? But let me finish the pros. All right, so what's the next pro that we have? So far, we got number 1, tons of training is a pro, 2, daily trainings, and 3, plug and play. All right, so we got 2 more of the pros, all right? So the next one is the fact that they will do the selling for you. Let me explain, all right? Let me explain, because I actually didn't understand the power, didn't know the power of this until it started happening, and it started happening fast. Check this out. Here's what happens. I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? Because this is like a for real pro, like dead serious. You know how when you first started, right? You know, you don't actually know how to sell anything. You don't know what to tell people to convince them, not necessarily convince them, but to show them the benefit of what you have. I'll put it that way, because we don't convince people. They either want or they don't. But you do need to show them the benefit, right? But when you're new, you don't know how to show them the benefit. Check this out. And you don't know how to follow up either. Just being real. Like, you know, when we start, we don't know how to follow up either. You know, we hear about it, but we don't really know how to do it. And then a lot of us be scared to do it anyway. So what does MLSP do? Remember I told you that they follow up for you? So what happens is when people go into these lead campaigns, right? When people go into these lead magnets, right? And they capture the lead. What happens is Myleadsystempro will continue to follow up with them. They will invite them back to the webinars, right? They will give them more value. They will invite them to just sign up with your link, you know, because they'll be cooking to you with your link into Myleadsystempro so that they can leverage the Myleadsystempro system for their own business, right? And so what happens is you actually wind up getting, you know, commission notifications, and you didn't even know. Like, seriously, I am not even lying, y'all. There's I had one of my colleagues, for example, and I did do a video with her too, Victoria. She was just following what they said to do, right, on Facebook, right? And she didn't even realize that she had got a commission, right? She actually had got like 5 commissions. She didn't even realize it, right? She was just following what they said to do. And she said, oh my goodness, I wound up checking my email and look, I got commissions, y'all. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I think I did a video with her, Victoria Furr. Yeah, I don't know how to say the last name. But anyway, it was so funny because, you know, she didn't know that happened. But MLSP did it. You know, when the person got the free value and everything from the lead magnet, MLSP kept following up with them. And then the people like, you know what? Yeah, I do need this. They put in their information and boom, she made money. And she didn't even try and convince people or anything like that to buy anything, you know, and you know, and she's kind of shy when it comes to talking to people as well, you know, but MLSP made it really easy because they just did it for you. Excuse me. So I want to show you, for example, let me show you my email notifications. All right, so this is one I wanted to show you, excuse me, right here. All right, so this one, what happened was someone went to one of my links, right? And they signed up to take a trial. They wanted to go to a challenge that we had, right? So they signed up, so I got a $3 commission there, right, for the trial, right? But at the same time, what they also did was they went ahead and they bought an upsell. There was something called Become a Money Magnet, right? And there was a special offer. I actually have that product. I bought that product myself as well. It helps you with your mindset. But the point of the matter is that the person, all right, who did it, the person, James, who did it, I didn't tell them, for one, I didn't even know that they were signing up for the 5-day challenge either. I didn't directly, you know, give them the link, you know, and say, hey, go and sign up for the challenge. So I didn't know they were signing up. And then I definitely didn't even say, hey, you know, go ahead and get, you know, the money magnet, right? Because I didn't even know that they were signing up. So my point is, MLSP put that in front of them, made them an offer, say, hey, this is something good that you need, da 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 da, and then the person signed up, and I made an additional commission, right, of $11.10. And I didn't even know it was coming, and I didn't do anything for it. So this is what I mean, that My Lead System Pro will actually sell for you. And they've done this on numerous times. I literally was trying to look through my emails to find some more examples. I'm not even lying. But I have too many emails to sift through. But they've done that. They've had special products where, because they sell different products, they've had special products, you know, that I've made, you know, $500 commissions. They've had special products that I've made, you know, like, I think it was like 900. I think one of them was like 900 or 1,000. I think it was $1,000 commissions. And it was things, and I'm not kidding you guys. It was things that people bought, right? Because MLSP or My Lead System Pro put it in front of them to buy. And I didn't know that the people were going to buy it. They bought it, and I just got a notification that I earned a commission. It was like, are you serious? Yeah. So when I'm telling you that My Lead System Pro helps to sell for you, I'm telling you like some serious stuff, not just for myself, but you know, from other people as well, and specifically my teammates as well, who didn't even know that they had made commissions too. All right. Now that brings me to my 5th pro. All right. How simple it is, or you know, simple. Okay, because we know things are not easy, but they can be simple when you simplify it, right? How simple it is to build residual income alongside of whatever MLM that you have or whatever network marketing product that you have, right? This is definitely a pro. So let me show you, you know, in my emails, and I just, you know, separate them out so you can see the ones for My Lead System Pro. But you'll see here, let me pull this up here. All right, you'll see here that I get, you know, commissions, residual commissions, you know, from My Lead System Pro on a regular and consistent basis, right? So it's really easy. They make it really easy for that to happen, because when they're doing the selling for you, and then people see the power of the program and, you know, the marketing, and it's helping them get leads and sales for their business. And then obviously some of the people become affiliates, because it's not required to be an affiliate, but you can, right? And some of the people become affiliates, and then they, you know, make money as well, you know. So this is what you're seeing here is commissions that I've been getting on a regular, consistent basis over and over and over, you know. So it's like if a person decides to grab the program, right, My Lead System Pro with me, like you're going to do, right? The first link in the description. Yeah, we closed mouths don't get fed. I want you on my team, okay? But anyway, you'll see that these are some of the notifications here. A couple came in this morning. And they're pretty consistent. You know, it's notifications throughout, you know what I mean, throughout the whole month. You see these notifications, commission notifications. So it makes it really easy to build, you know, a residual income when you're using My Lead System Pro. And like I said, that's awesome, especially like I said, if you have other income that you have going on, you know. Don't you want, like, seriously, don't you want an additional stream of income, you know, that's happening like on the back end, really, as far as like the money coming in, it's happening on the back end, and it's just building up. And before you know it, boom, your membership is free, and now you're bringing home money, you know, to your husband, to your wife, or whatever, as additional profit on top of anything else that you're already doing. So I call that a win. Like, that's a big one right there. But you know, I like to talk about the product more so than the money side, so that's why I left it for last. But that's a serious one for us entrepreneurs. Like seriously, guys, if you like residual income, I just want to know. Just put down in the comments and say residual income. Guys, don't worry about the spelling. I'm not the spell check police, okay? Put down residual income, all right? So that's the number 5. Now, remember I told you, so far we've covered 5 pros, and we did cover 2 cons. But remember I told you that I did we cover 2 cons? Yeah, we covered two cons. But remember I did tell you that we had one more con that I wanted to discuss. Now, this one is something, and let me bring you back over here. All right, this one is something that I didn't know was a con before. I didn't know. But as I, you know, got through the training and everything, and I've been in there for a while, you know, now I see what happened, okay? First, let me tell you what the con is, all right? The con is that My Lead System Pro doesn't put an emphasis, okay? They don't put an emphasis on getting engagement on Facebook, okay? And I'm just being 100 with you. They don't put an emphasis on it. Everything else they cover, you know, building our audience, engaging our audience, selling to our audience. They cover attracting people to us so we don't have to chase people. They cover all of this, building our brand and everything, right? They cover it. But they didn't put an emphasis on, you know, the strategic steps to take to actually, you know, get more engagement on Facebook, so that way more people can see your stuff, okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying emphasis is because, do they mention it? Yes, they do. Actually, there was a training, okay? There was well, there's more than one training, but there was one in particular by 𝐅𝐵𝐞𝐞 that she did in social media and recruiting. All right, and was it in Growing Your Network? It might have been under Growing Your Network. It might have been under here. But there's a training that she did, and she actually talks about, you know, one of the things that you could do, right? But when she said it just like happenstance, like, yes, oh yeah, by the way. It was like a by the way thing. Like a by the way, this is what you can do type deal, right? So by not stressing it, and when I'm saying stressing it, like even putting it on the DMO, because like in the beginning, they give us a DMO as well, right? I think it's on step 8, but they give us a DMO that we can print out, right? All right, so use followers since how you make your contact authentically guide. You should bring, okay, boom. This is the DMO. Yeah. So y'all see, I don't went through this. Like, I ain't playing with it. Like, I use this, right? So they give us a DMO, right? But on that DMO, they don't emphasize what you can do. Like I said, 𝐅𝐵𝐞𝐞 mentioned it, but it wasn't emphasized to the point where it's actually put on a DMO, so that way you'll do it and you'll start getting engagement. You know, like I started getting, you know, engagement now that I actually know to do it, you know, and I started getting more engagement on Facebook in a matter of like, and I did another video on this too, on a Facebook hack, but I started, you know, getting more engagement in a matter of like, you know, like 7 or 10 days, right? But my point is that that's a con, because in my opinion, I do believe that that's something that should be included on the DMO right up the giddy up, right? You know, now, like I said, what is the solution? Because there's no need to bring up, you know, cons and everything like that, you know, when you know you're not bringing up the solution to the problem, right? You know what I'm saying? There's no need of that. So I do have a solution, all right, because I know it's in there, okay, in Myleadsystempro, because I know it's in there, but it's not emphasized, right? What I've done is I've actually kind of brought it to the forefront, right? So I have a specialized DMO that I use and that, you know, I make available to those who join me inside of Myleadsystempro, a specialized DMO that encompasses that. So that way you're getting, like, you know, the cream of the crop. You know, you're getting everything that Myleadsystempro has to offer, and I'm pulling out that part that they didn't emphasize and giving that to you on a specialized DMO. DMO just means a daily method of operation, so you know what to do each day, right? Bringing that on there, so that way now not only will you be getting the leads and sales, but you're going to be getting more, right? Because now you're going to be getting more engagement, because more people are going to see your stuff. All right. Now, before you say, well, yeah, D, I don't know, I heard this, I heard that, I don't know if it worked, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Let me show you something. Somebody, one of my colleagues actually messaged me. So let me show you this. All right. So here's one of my colleagues, and she's actually, you know, a user of Myleadsystempro as well, right? And so I had talked to her the other day, right? And we, you know, to catch up and everything. She stays hecka busy because she's like killing her business. It's you know, she's killing it, right? And so she hadn't been on Facebook in a while as far as like posting regularly, you know what I mean? She's been handling her clients and stuff. And so I gave her some tips. I said, hey sis, I said, look, you know, this is what I figured out, what I learned about, you know, increasing engagement. I said, because Myleadsystempro doesn't emphasize it, right? They mention it, but it kind of gets buried because they don't emphasize on the DMO. I said, so this is what I started doing. And I just gave her like, you know, a quick three type of, you know, message synopsis, if you will, right? And so she hit me back and she was like, yo, coach. I'm like, what's up? So she showed me this right here, right? She was like that she only did one of the tips that I gave her. And she was like, oh my goodness. She was like, my engagement is through the roof. She said, I never got that many reactions. So she got 82 reactions. She only used one of the tips. One that I gave her, right? Just one, right? And she doesn't post on social media regularly, right? So she did that, and and after that one tip, and this was in a matter of days, she got 82 reactions, and she was so excited that she came back to thank me for the tip. You know what I mean? So my point is, when I'm telling you that I'm giving you my specialized, you know, checklist or daily method of operation, all right? I'm not giving you some fluff. I'm giving you stuff that work, man. I'm giving you like real stuff, right? And then that's when she said some stuff in a voice message, and she was letting me know, hey man, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And I was like, yo, this is amazing. I said, and you're going to have even more clients coming to you. I said, in the future, I said, now watch. I said, they're going to be coming to you for free using the free traffic on Facebook. So that's why I'm saying that it's a con that it's not emphasized, even though they do mention it in there. But the solution is that when you go ahead and rock out with My Lead System Pro and you rock out on my team as a bonus, right? When you click the first link in the description, right? As a bonus, what you're going to get is you're actually going to get my special DMO that encompasses, you know, those tips that I'm talking about. And so imagine if that would work for her, who she hadn't been posting on social media that much, you know, and she only uses one of them. Imagine if you just, you know, did the DMO the way that I put it out there. So that is how we, you know, go ahead and rock out with that. All right. So at the end of the day, guys, my whole thing was to, you know, bring this to you, this My Lead System Pro review, and really give you guys an idea of, you know, the pros and cons, so that way you can weigh things out. And I know by now you're like, you know what, D, I see what you're saying, and I want to rock out with that first link in the description, right? You want to rock out. So hopefully you found some value from this, and now you can analyze things for yourself, you know, and see how My Lead System Pro will actually help you build your business. All right. Now, I know that you're ready. Like I said, the first link in the description, go ahead and crush that. That's all you need to do now. Number one, click the first link in the description. And then number two, the only thing you need to do to be able to take advantage of my bonuses. Remember, I told you I have bonuses for you. All right. We're talking about at this point, the total is over $19,000 worth of bonuses, real bonuses, when you lock arms with me in My Lead System Pro. Okay. And like I said, so number one, click the first link in the description. Number two, just go ahead, rock out, and reach out to me and say, hey, D, I'm on board. I'll get an email, let me know you're on board too. But just in case I can't find you on Facebook, all right, reach out to me, say, hey, D, I followed step number one. All right, now I'm ready for these bonuses. Go ahead and rock out, and I'll make sure that you get, you know, onboarded and get right on the right path. All right. Now, don't forget, if you like content like this, you like me bringing this realness, this rawness, you know, just keeping it 100 with you, right? Definitely subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon. Ring that bell so you could be alerted the next time I come out with content, because I'm definitely bringing it to you every single week. Other than that, you already know what we're gonna do, baby. We gonna take